Forecast.
Hey guys, there's a weekly forecast for December 28th through January 1st of 2021. Okay, so here we go. We'll start off with the Audnzd pair. Okay, the Audnzd, this is a monthly chart. Strong double bottom right here. And this trend line down a week short. So we're long biased. Targeting at least 1.0963 or 1.1037. Now we're talking about entries here. So last week I was talking about a common way that price goes back up on these types of pullbacks is this one right here. So this is a 4-hour chart. Long trade, week short trade, long trade, stops out the week short trade, and this repeats. Now last week, that formation broke down because this long trade, it got stopped out. So what we want to be looking for is this trend line right here. See how price keeps respecting that one now. You can also look on the daily chart. So from, let's see, this pivot, so it's this pivot right here to this pivot. See if price starts respecting this trend line right here too. Okay. We're going to have to see with this price action. Considering it's the holidays, I'm pretty sure it's going to range for a while. So, yeah, so those are the trend lines to be looking for. If it gets past those, then we want to start looking on the weekly chart. So from this pivot to this pivot, and this pivot to this pivot, these trend lines right here, see if price starts to respect these. Then we'll start to, then we could possibly target that monthly target we're talking about. Okay. So to sum up the Audnzd, okay, strong double bottom, weak short, so we're long bias up to at least 1.0968 or 1.1027. On the lower time frames, we want to see if price starts to respect this 4-hour trend line long. On the daily chart, this trend line long. If it gets past those, then we want to start looking for these weekly trend lines. So this area right here. Okay. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the Euro Yen. Oh, and please subscribe if you like these videos. And push the like button. It will really help me out, guys. Thank you. Okay, so the Euro Yen. Okay, so the Euro Yen, this is a weekly chart. Strong long, weak short, and so we were targeting this top right here at 127.06 level. Okay, now price didn't touch it by like 3 pips, so we're still long bias at least to this weekly pivot high. Now what happened this week? Well, it's most likely due to the holidays, but there's really no pressure down or up, but we're still long bias. So one thing you could look for is that I'm pretty sure this 4-hour low will get stopped out. Okay, it was a little bit too weak. So anything that pulls back beyond that, we want to be looking for strong longs again to target that weekly 127.06 level. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so to sum up the Euro Yen, this is a weekly chart. So we have this long, strong long, weak short, so we're a long bias up to at least 127.06 at this pivot high right here. So we want deeper pullbacks so we could long and have more width to the target, right? watch out for, I'm pretty sure price will stop out this pivot low on the 4 hour. So anything below that, we want to long it up to 127. Okay. All right, so let's keep going to Nzdusd Eurusd. Excuse me. All right, so the Nzdusd Eurusd, this is a daily chart. Okay, so this is a daily long, but this entire move was just based on momentum. So we're looking to short this right back down to the target of 0.6586. Okay. What's happening this week is, first of all, the first signs of waning momentum is a trend line breakout. Trend line was broken up. Same on the daily chart. Trend line was broken out. However, there's still a little bit of momentum in this long run. So what we want to be looking for at this point, only on the 4 hour chart, there's a lot of nice patterns starting to form. Okay. So if you look at this 4 hour chart, right now there's a possible HNS or a possible double top. So that's what we want to be looking for on the 4 hour chart. I'm pretty sure this short will get stopped out. This one right here. So price will probably revert right back to 71.17 at least. Then we'll start looking for those short entries based on price patterns. Okay. All right. So to sum up the Nzdusd Eurusd, daily long, all based on momentum. So we're looking for a short right back down to 0.6586. And this is a 4 hour chart. Nice patterns forming. So we're looking for possibly HNS or a double top. And price will likely reach right back up to 71.17 for the time being. Alrighty. Let's go on to Eurusd. Okay, so the Eurusd, this is a monthly chart. I'm sure a lot of people are long from this long breakout right here. Trend line coming straight up from here. Okay. There was no retest and went up. However, I think this is a monthly chart again. This price action right here is very strong short, and this move isn't enough. I'm pretty sure it still has a little bit more to go. So in the long term, I'm short biased, at least down to these pivot lows of 1.0596. Okay, but for the time being, this has a lot of momentum long. So this is a 4 hour chart. Again, there's still momentum long. So I can understand for the medium, short or medium term to be taking long trades. However, one thing you want to be looking for is this is a 4 hour chart again. If you scroll back to 2016 or 2013, there's a huge gap right here. What often happens on these kind of huge gaps, especially in long trends, is that price really consolidates and goes up, consolidates and goes up. So it's really hard to get targets because it really goes up and down. It's very rangy. Okay, so I suggest that if you're going to long these trades, you take quick targets. Okay, because if you're day trading this, it could possibly stop you out and it's very choppy. Alrighty, so to sum up the Eurusd, this is a monthly chart. I'm sure a lot of people are long biased right now because of this breakout. However, I think this short price action still has a ways to go, at least back down to this level right here. So it's around 1.0596. You could be long for the short term and the medium term, and the long term you want to be short biased. Okay. If you're taking long trades, watch out for this range here, this huge gap area of 1.3665 through 1.1632. So that's a very big gap. Okay, so you want to take targets early because normally price ranges through these areas and has a hard time getting through it. Okay, all right, let's go on to the USD JPY. Okay. Okay, so the USD JPY, this is a monthly chart. The ultimate target is right here at 101.15 at this monthly pivot low. But before that, I'm pretty sure we'll get a pullback to 107 or 109. Now, if you look on the lower time frames, still on the recent price action, momentum, this entire momentum down is losing its momentum. Excuse me. And so it is making the turn. All right. So what we want to be looking for is new trend lines to be continuously respected. So on the weekly chart, when a new pivot is created, draw a trend line there. See if it starts respecting it. Or possibly this monthly trend line from these pivots to this pivot, it could possibly start respecting this trend line. Simultaneously, we want price to start rounding out more. Okay. One other thing you want to be looking for with the dollar yen is that this is a weekly chart. There's many gaps in this area right here at the 105.33 level. Now, price is having a really hard time get through there. If it gets through there, then it's going to open room to 107 or 109 and I'll back down ultimately, right? So what could possibly happen is that even if price starts to respect this and price rounds out and heads up, you should take a little bit off at 105, these 105 through, I'm sorry, hold on, 104.84 to 105.39 level. Okay, it's going to have a hard time getting through that anyway. Okay, so to sum up the dollar yen, this is a monthly chart. Ultimately, price will fall back down to 101.15 at this pivot low. But before that, we'll probably pull back to 107 or 109 at these trend lines. What we want to be looking for are new trend lines to be continuously respected on the 4-hour chart or the 1-hour chart for price to start rounding out. And if you're long in this trade, be careful for this 104.77, 105.35, this width right here. Price is going to have a really hard time to get through that. But once it gets through that, I'm sure it'll go to 107, 109, then ultimately back down. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. So I hope you guys have great holidays, and I'll see you guys in the new year. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.